Dakota's Motivating Tips, where I give you advice about life and moving forward. What is going on, everybody? I hope you're having an absolutely incredible day today and that it's going wonderfully. On the last episode, we went over finding your reason as to why you're going for this big dream or this thing that you're dreaming of. But on today's episode, we're going to do something a little bit different. It's going to go over sadness or depression or something of that nature. I don't know what it's like to have depression because I've never been diagnosed with it. But I do know what it feels like to be sad and not wanting to be here and just not wanting to go on or anything of that nature. So I do know what it's like to be really sad, but I've never been diagnosed with depression. On today's episode, we're going to go over some things that I did to help me to be able to be happier and to not focus on the sadness and to just be able to move forward in life. Because I do know what it's like to feel sad, and it's not the best feeling in the world. So on the next episode, we'll get back into what we talked about on the last episode. But on this episode, I wanted to go over depression just because it's a huge thing for people. And I don't want people to feel like they're alone. I know a lot of people will say that you're not alone, but with depression, you feel like you're alone and you just don't want to go on, or you just feel like you don't want to do anything. So I just want to give you some tips as to what I did to help me to at least feel some happiness. And if it doesn't help you all the way, that's okay. I just want to be able to give you some tips as what you can do to try to feel happier and to move forward in life, because I know nobody wants to stay sad all the time and nobody wants to feel pain or agony or anything like that. Definitely everybody feels it. Everybody goes through life feeling it, but some people feel it more than others. So I just want to be able to give you some tips as to what I did to be able to get past that and to be able to move forward. I want you to think life as staring down a street. So if you're looking down this street, a dark street at night, you're going to see some light posts, but there's also going to be the dark street as well. And when you're looking down this street, you're going to see light posts. They're going to be lighting spots of this street. And that's kind of the way life is. When you're walking down this street of life, there's going to be dark spots and there's going to be light spots from the light posts. And that's kind of the way life works. Everyone has good times and everyone has bad times. But it is possible to have more of the good times than the bad times. It's just how you look at things. And I want to be able to at least give you some things as to what I did to be able to be happier in life and to not be sad all the time. But don't get me wrong, because I'm not perfect and I do get sad. I've actually been struggling with some stuff this past little bit, but I'm still a happy person. You don't want to focus on all the negative stuff that's happening in your life. So I want to be able to give you some tips that can help you out. And the first thing is one that I recently started doing, and it's actually helped quite a bit. It helps you feel at peace and to be able to be a little bit more happier, and which is meditation. I don't know what you guys think about meditation, but it's honestly an amazing thing. And I didn't go to a class or anything like that. All I did was go on to like YouTube, and I typed in meditation for worry, sadness, or stress, or something like that. And I want you to try that out as well, if you want to. That helped me out quite a bit, because when you're listening to this meditation, and when you click on just one of the videos on YouTube or something like that, it helps you feel at peace. It helps you feel like everything is going to be okay, and you don't have to worry about what's going to happen in the future. You don't have to worry about what happened in the past. Because I know a lot of people will focus on the future, and they're like, what if this happens? What if that happens? And what if this happens? You don't want to focus on the what ifs, because we don't know what's going to happen in the future. But we can create a future that we want. It just takes a lot of effort to do that. And you can do it because you are an amazing person, and I know you can. But we have to be able to get you to focus on the positive things of life. And another thing that helped me to be able to move forward in life and to not be sad all the time is working out. And I know when you're depressed, you don't really feel like leaving the house, or you just want to lay in bed all day and you just don't want to do anything. And this is going to be a hard thing to do. It's not going to be easy. All these things aren't going to be easy. But working out is an amazing thing. When you're working out, your endorphins go up. And when your endorphins go up, you just feel happier. And not only that, if you start working out and you see progress, you're going to be happier as well. When you have growth in your life, it makes you happy because you're seeing that you're actually going somewhere and you're seeing improvement. And it's amazing. I know ever since I started going to the gym and just seeing the improvement, waking up every day and seeing how much I've improved just physically and everything else, it makes me beyond happy seeing that improvement. And I know it can help you out as well. So I would try out at least a little bit of working out if you can, and you'll see amazing improvements, and it'll just make you happier seeing that you're actually moving forward in life. I know working out isn't the easiest thing, or else everybody would be doing it, and it's not easy to keep doing it once you start. But once you get going, it will get easier because it'll kind of be like a routine for your day. And you can do this, so before you try it, don't give up. You don't want to give up before you try it. And because you can do it, you just got to put a little effort into it, and you're going to be so much happier if you start doing it. And another thing is that might help you is just talking to a friend or a family member or somebody that you trust and you care about very deeply, somebody that you can tell all the things that are bothering you too. And if you don't have anybody, then it is okay to go see a therapist. And there's nothing wrong with seeing a therapist. Therapists are amazing as well. They're like a friend that you can talk to, and they'll listen to you and they'll help you through things. But if you do have somebody to talk to, it just comes down to finding somebody that you can talk to, because you don't want to keep it inside. You want to let it go and just get it out there, because the more you keep it inside of you, the worse it's going to get, because you're going to worry more and more about it. So just talk to somebody about it. It's okay to talk to people and find somebody that you can trust, because I know when I have something bothering me, when I talk to my friends about it, it helps so much to see just the support and them helping me through the hard thing that I'm dealing with. It's helped out so much. So just find somebody to talk to. That might be something that you can do, and it'll help out a ton if you do. Before we go on any further, I wanted us to try a little activity of sorts. So get a pen and a piece of paper. I'll give you a minute to go get that and find it. Now that you got your pen and paper, I want you to write down a moment in your life that you keep thinking back on and that just feels horrible and you wish it never happened, or whatever is bothering you. I want you to write down this moment. Write down everything that happened. Write down what time it was. Write down what you were doing, and if someone else was doing something, just write down it all. And then when you got it written down, I want you to imagine that moment, the worst part of that moment that is really bothering you. I want you to imagine that moment as a picture. And then when you imagine this picture, I want you to imagine that this picture is lighting on fire. And as it slowly burns, as it turns gray, the fire is starting to go over the picture even more, and it's starting to turn to ash. And then the ash finally blows away. Let this moment in your life burn away, because there's no point of holding on to something that is hurting you. So I want you to try that out. It definitely helps out a little bit, if not at all. It might not sound like it does, but it definitely helps out quite a bit. So I want you to try that if nothing else works. And lastly, just find something that you can live for. Because when you're focused on something that you care deeply about and you're moving forward in life, you're going to be happier. Don't focus on all the negativity and stuff that's going to keep you in a dark place. I want you to focus on the positive stuff, because there is a positive to every negative, but sometimes it is harder to see that. Sometimes these negatives just make us better people because we've learned from them. So find something that you can live for, whether that's a dream or a higher power or whatever it may be. Find something that you can live for and focus on that, because it will make you a lot happier when you're focused on something that makes you happy, because you just see this amazing future for yourself or whatever it may be. Focus on something that you can live for. And I think that's going to be it for today's episode. And we'll see you on the next one. And I want you guys to know that you're absolutely incredible people and that you have so much to live for. Don't let life get to you, and don't let anyone else get to you. You are an amazing person, and you can do anything that you put your mind to. And I hope you have an absolutely incredible rest of your day. And we'll talk to you on the next episode.